Good morning. Welcome to ABC123 Trader. Today is August 24, 2020. It's almost 9 o'clock, top of the hour. And let's start taking a look at the Nasdaq futures here. I haven't done a video in quite a while, and I just wanted to just show you what I look for usually when I trade. It's been actually been a really weird, I guess, week from last week and this week of how everything was going. And what I want to show you is how you usually trade in the market. Right now is you try to do always the top-down approach. And so on the top-down approach, what I look for is, and I actually have to create one more indicator on this one, is I'm going to be starting to look top-down from the weekly chart, daily chart. I think this is 1 hour, 15, or 4 hour, or whatever. And I want to see what they're planning to do. And the market was going up and up and up, and I was waiting for a pullback, and it's finally coming down. But we have to actually find out if it's just enough of a retracement for continuation or not, because it's really been going. And I like just the regular harmonics of trading. So let's start taking a look at the 15-minute chart, and then we'll get a little deeper of how I trade. So at 10 o'clock, it said it was supposed to be the trade was starting to pull down, and it actually is pulling down. It did do a pull up to the 21, and now it's just trying to pull back. And if it gets down to 420, this is where the line in the sand was supposed to be for the selling feature, so it might actually try to do a deep enough retracement to get back. Because once we get, I'm going to go back to the daily bar again. See, and if you look at the daily chart, see, this is how far away we are. And it needs to get back. But once we start pinpointing our trade, let's get to the regular chart here. We got to find out what the heck's happening. And usually my bias is what was the percentage first thing in the morning. But the crazy thing is the percentage in the first thing in the morning was 1%. And then it creeped up and creeped up, creep up. Now it's did its snapback and maybe a continuation, or she's finally going to drop off for today. And that's what I'll be waiting for. And we never made it to the Fibonacci 127, as you can see. And the morning punch, we had high volume, we had high delta, looked like it was coming out. It peaks out to the top here, and as you can see where this my other indicator is saying this is our reversal time. And when it reversed hard. And now, right now, we're within this cloud zone, so I'll stay away. It really, the markets try to sell everything off of maybe that's their initial impulse move. We don't know yet. But the key is now, if this was where the smart money was, which is the banks, and they're going to push it down, now they have all these areas to play with for continuation. And there's the 127 extension to the daily low and yesterday's low. So that's what we're going to be looking for. What I will look for eventually is this. Let's open this up, because this cloud is huge, and I'm going to just crunch this chart. What I'm going to look for on the day trend is, you know how she starts for the pullback to get into the day trend to continue on. This day trend is a longer time frame compared to the true chart, and you got to let it play its game. Right now, we had a sharp drop, but maybe this was just pulling off some stops to continue up. We are below market open now, but we have to see, because the day trend hasn't activated yet to the downside yet, and that's what I really interested. Once we get that, then we can actually start taking really good trades, and as safe as possible. But see, as you can see, look at this. It went from 722, 100-point drop already. So the market's saying we're just overextended. Let's cash some of our positions to continue. And they literally went from 1.08 up to 122.67. So what we're going to do is yeah, we just have to be patient, wait, see what they're planning to do. Because basically what they did is they knocked off anybody's profit targets that were here, 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 and now we're just getting below the baseline, below VWAP, and now they're just holding. But when I trade, I will look. Right now, because it's so volatile, we're at 20 points a minute, so $400 swings right now. Yeah, $400 swings right now, and that's just too rich for my blood. And we just need them to start confirming. But now when this thing starts going, after this initial phase, we've got all these purple zones to play with. And those purple zones are our target profits. Alrighty, now this is actually, I just had some data issues, and then now let's start taking a look at this trade here. I'm going to show you really good. I'm going to put properties here, and I want to show you what I'm looking for now. If it goes the right way, we're going to be very patient here. The Daytrend activated, which I like. Okay, this Daytrend currently, I got to watch this line right here. See if it's going to go the right direction. If you look at the Daytrend, we're set to a 10-minute chart on the Daytrend on a 1 minute. This is my retracement level that I'm really excited about, but I'm looking at these to see how the flow was happening. So it might have to go a little bit deeper here. I'm going to look at this line, this zone, and this zone, and I'm going to see how the candle reacts. Right now, we're below the Daytrend right now. I mean, the LeapTracker. So what I'm going to look for, we have really good possibilities for continuation, but we're just going to let them. They did their major drop off. There's the initial sell, and now let's see if this is a good opportunity to get in the trade. This starts bouncing down, we're going to go sell and continue. Let's see what the reaction is. We just want to make sure we're on the right side of the trade. Because this could be like a V. And if it is, then it's continuation. It was a fake out or a deeper retracement. Now what we also have here is our baseline is up in this zone, and that's why I'm interested as well, to see if it gets to this zone as a deeper retracement and see if we can continue. We'll just give it a few minutes to see what the reaction is. And if not, if you don't feel comfortable about it, what we can do is we can put a sell stop here. One or the other. So we can stay just far enough from it, let them play, because we're at 17 points. So right now I'm at the 17-point level. And let's see if she digs through. If not, then we know we get to this level. And we're going to get our deep enough retracement. We're going to be, if it stays red, we're going to keep on selling here. But we want to give it time to get to this to the right zone. And right now in our fib zones, this is our deepest point of entry, as you can see here, right there. This is the area I'm thinking where it might hit. We're just checking the first one. See what the reaction is. Because right now it's already a 61.8 retracement. Now we can move it up to here. Just giving him some time for them to work it. I would really like to see it here do a volume exhaustion or something and then continue on. Put it up to the next bar. Okay, hopefully we're on the right side of the trade. And now what we're going to do, we're going to see if she, because we're at that 38%, or not 38%, but the initial retracement. And this is what I was looking for. Now let's see if it continues. If not, we have to shut down the trade really quick and wait for the second round. Okay, we're going to wait. It's going to be this one. We want them to hit this area. She's starting to exhaust. You can see the candles are getting a little bit higher now. So this was the zone of interest that they wanted. I'll put it to the 38 now. $65 to $50, 15-point swing. It's still really rich on these on this volume right now, which is frustrating. Perfect. Okay, so now what we have is a high energy bar. High energy bar is usually getting to the point of exhaustion. Let them work it up. And then they're going to do a major sell-off here right away. Here we go. Now you're going to start seeing a major sell-off here. And with this major sell-off, when this thing's turning around, you're gonna watch them sell it off, and they're gonna punch it down. We'll look at hopefully we can get to, well, we're gonna get to all this zones anyways. Let's see here. Let's do a Fibonacci extension on this one. Or Fibonacci retracements. Top to the bottom, 127. So at least to the 51 level for sure. And so, as you can see, the fib retracement was deep enough for this zone here. So now they're going to do their continuation. I should have actually just put one trade on the fib zone on the deep retracement. But they're just playing right now. And then it's just going to just puke really hard here. There we go. And what also you can look at is, even though this is pushing up, it's gonna push down, and all these are curling down right away here. We're at 0.8, so 0.2. Yeah, it's just going to go down. the way they're fighting it right now. So we had one, this was our first leg, second leg. So arrow line from here to point A, point B. That's our first leg. Let's see where our second leg would be, possibly. Yeah, I said this zone, so it's a little bit deeper. Is there any, oh, it would be perfect if we can get down to here. That will be our target will be 1493, or 1500, let's say. Just give it some time for him to fight this area here. And so what we're going to look for once it starts curling down, I know we're kind of the consolidation phase, and it's going to go zig down. What we're going to look for is, oh, they wiped out all these targets, so those targets are gone. So now we have these targets to play with. So these purple lines here are the ones we're looking for once she starts pulling down here. They're just starting to weaken. It just took too many minutes there. What were we, 24 for? It's just starting to break down. Perfect. So what's happening right now is, where are we here? Yeah, we're on a fib retrace, ATRFib retrace, and she's just starting to break out. And our ultimate entry, if we look into our fib retrace, we did get into the deep retracement zone. And this is what I've been always saying. If you can put a trade on the deep retracement zone, to minimize risk and maximize profits. But what I was trying to do is on the long day trend chart, where I see the Fibonacci or the day trend reversal, this was my first opportunity, and it didn't work for me because it went deeper and it got into the second one. This is the one they wanted, and once they get that, then they start pushing. Okay, it just takes a little while because there's still a lot of volume here. We've been going up and up for so many days. So it's just reversing. So it's they're playing, they're closing some positions and everything, because we hit this area here, but she'll eventually fail. Let's just have to give it some time, and then we're gonna look at this for a target. So that's 81.46 to 81, and then we'll look at here and see what the reaction is once it gets going, because we do have an institution line right here, as you can see. But we broke that institutional line. That's the thing. There she goes. She's starting to fail. It's going to start picking up steam here. And as you can see, we're picking up steam. This is turning down. This is pulling up. This is all crunching up. So it's going to take some time here. It hit its peak, and then she'll start pulling down really aggressively here. And then people that were going on the uptrend, they have their stops here, so they're getting knocked out. And so we can hit the well, did it break the 1600 level? It originally did break the 1600 level. Okay. And then I really want to get to these lines here. That's what I'm shooting for. And what you're going to notice once you're on the right side of the trade, see, as you can see how this thing is pulling down. Everything is pulling down slowly, but once it gets past the 0 line, she'll just pour like crazy. Because the only energy resistance we have is this green one right here, which is they've been fighting on. And when this flattens out, then she'll really pour. Where are we right now? Now, what you can do if you're more of a nervous trader to see if you're on the right side of the trend, I know I'll let her go, but I can make a profit target right here, and the reason why is there's an institution line here. But I'm gonna let it. The energy's just starting to pick up. So now what you're looking here is, let's take a look at this bottom one. Everything is just almost at the crossover, okay? Now I'm going to see what the reaction is here, because I just had my first golden bar here, which I might close. It all depends what the reaction is right on this one. But I want to see it to punch again. There we go. And what I'm going to do is come on, push a little bit more for me. Well, I'll close it for now. That's what I have, a net of $420. And because my first trade I lost $200, right? So that was frustrating. But anyways, this is what I want to show you. What I'm looking for is, oh, I should have let her go. But the key is, like, I mean, this is a volatile market right now, and the market is just turning around. I should have let her go. See, it's going to hit the institution line. I just wanted to put money in the bank to wrap up this video. But everything was pointing up. And what I look for, okay, this is my optimal trades. Day trend, early enough. I tried the 38. It was still a little too volatile. I'm seeing the red. I shouldn't have done that. But see, as the fib retracement, let's really zoom it in here. There it goes, son of a gun. Okay. the fib retracement, what you can do is to minimize risk is if you don't like trading the earlier zones, which we tried this one because it was early enough for myself into the day trend to take it, and it failed quickly. So I said, okay, screwed up. And then I was waiting for this to see if it goes to second or third level. And so you could see it got really close to the top of the LeapTracker of the reversal. But this zone here is the super sweet spot for the big snap. And so when I said I should have made a target on this, I created this institutional line. See how it tapped it perfectly? I cut a little bit earlier. I was trying to hit 500 right on the money, and then when I closed it, it went back to 420. But this, what you do is once you get in here, you can ride it, and that was the key, you know. So that's all I want to show you, and so I just want to go back. Last thing is usually what I'll do. And you can see it's finally trying to get back to this line because I was saying this is crazy. What you want to do is you want to follow the momentum of the market. And the market's always consistently going up. And when you look at the stretch of this, it says this has to pull back eventually. This is crazy. Get down to here, reset up, and go again. And we still have another 8 days in this sell phase. So maybe it'll just go up and keep on cruising up. This is crazy because now you have the convention and positive news with therapeutics and everything. You never know what's going to happen. And then on the 15-minute chart, what we had is 10 o'clock. Actually, we had the signal to sell. Okay. It literally told us. And even with the day trend on, oh, this is a 15-minute. We did a 10 on our micro, but we hit a deeper retracement here, and away we go. A few mixed signals, but that's the key. That's the key of trading. What you want to do is, minimize risk, maximize reward, and so to be on the safe side of a trend, and see, look how it's hitting this institutional line. I love this new indicator I wrote. What you want to do is the best opportunity, and if you want to minimize trading, just be patient. Try to get in if you're on the day trend. Of course, this line, this section, or the high section. High section would be really amazing for a drop off. And then once you're on here, away you go. And then use stop outs, these purple lines here, for trades, or for target profits. And institution lines are major support and resistance. And as you can see, look what's happening. It has to break this level, and then once it starts breaking through, it'll just keep on going, one at a time. So we had no institution line up here, because it was too early in the day. And then she just tanked, and then second run. So now what I'm looking for, I'm going to close this video off. Now I am going to be looking at the bigger picture. Right here. Let's see if it's going to do one of those patterns. I don't know if it's whatever Gartley pattern it is, if it's Gartley or Cipher or whatever. But that's what I'll be looking for. Maybe it'll go to farther down to 76 and continue. We'll see. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime at abc123trader.com. And you guys have a great day. Just make sure you pinpoint your trades. Trade safe. Take care. Bye.